You might even be able to hold it. It's so thick. Are they boxers? Are they black belts? Are they soldiers of the wheels of steel? Are they warriors? Yeah. Yeah, they are. They are warriors. The most intense battle of their lives is about to begin now. They're not smiling at all. They're moving in place as if they're about to enter a ring, a boxing ring. What is about to happen here will be recorded history after tonight, because it's never happened anywhere else in the world. It has never happened on radio before. We believe that if you cannot set precedents, why even set? So we're standing. Just checking. MadSound is about to take on the force of the source. They're standing here now, and they're looking very, very, very intense. The winner of this contest between now and 1 o'clock will become the first jocks of the week. By doing so, they'll be doing a mix on this show every night for the next week. And they will be one of the 4 who will compete for $1,000 in cash, or a trip for 2 to Chicago with limousine services to a few of the hottest clubs, or 2 1200s, a mixer, a tape deck, a microphone, some reels of tape, and while we're at it, why not throw in some alcohol and some razor blades, some cue sticks. I think they're about ready. MadSound, step forward. What's your name?
Disco Grad.
What's your name?
Jesse the Bot.
What's your name?
Disco Leon.
Mark Dumas, the source, step forward. You've been the leading scorer for the entire week with 1,082 votes. On last night, you set a record inside the MixerDome. But right now, you're about to go up against 3 of the hottest guys in the Metro Detroit area. They call themselves MadSound. What are you going to do to MadSound?
We're going to run MadSound into the ground.
MadSound, are you ready to eat some dirt?
No.
Will he really be able to run you into the ground?
I doubt it.
Nuh-uh.
I doubt it very seriously.
What are you going to do to the force of the source?
Force is over. Like I said, Luke Skywalker worked for us.
You have to step closer to the microphone.
I say the force is through because Luke Skywalker worked for us now.
Oh. Well, who do you have with you in the force, Mr. Source?
Right now, the force consists of me, the source, the maestro, and master of the beats from Audio Tech Productions.
So there are 3 of you now?
There are 3 of us.
So you went back and got reinforcement? Oh, this is going to be interesting. Uh-oh. Something wild has just happened. The Source was on last night, and he decided to go back and get some reinforcement to take on MadSound. So this is going to be real interesting. Now, this has turned into something else. Look, we were ready to go just for a moment, but we've just had some startling developments here. The Source is no longer Mark Dumas alone. It's the maestro, and it's Jim Osteen, the master of the beats, and they're going to take on MadSound. So you went and got some reinforcement for MadSound. Why did you do that?
Actually, I didn't get really no reinforcements, but they're, mostly here for moral support because I'm going to take these guys on by myself. And I'm going to show Detroit City that it can be done by one.
Okay, now how many of these guys were on the turntables?
It's just me on the tables.
Well, I don't think I understand, but I think we better get started. Will it be MadSound or the Source? So now he's by himself one more time. So MadSound, step forward. Are you guys ready to go, man?
Hey, we ready to go, man.
I think we wasted enough time. I think we're ready to go. Okay, now we're going to flip a coin. What do you call?
Heads.
Tails. So, the Source goes first with 1,082 votes. In the last contest, MadSound got 950 votes. What's going to happen tonight? We don't know, but we are anxious to find out. Will the Source step forward and count it off?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Everybody on the floor. We're gonna do it all night.
How do they do?
You're listening to The Source. The voting lines are open now at 298-6600. Will it be The Source or will it be MadSound? And the lines are definitely having a heart attack. So if you have a busy signal, call right back, 298-6600.
Listen up, y'all. Listen up, y'all.
Voting lines, 298-6600. Will it be The Source or MadSound for DJ of the Week? The voting lines are open now, 298-6600. They have been very busy, but keep dialing back. Will it be The Source or MadSound?
Rhythm team, funky body, we'll make you scream, and we're gonna do it all night long. So party people, pay attention as we jack in the new dimension. We rock your body till the break of dawn.
The voting line's open now. Will it be MadSound or The Source? 298-6600. You're listening to The Source now. MadSound will be coming up next. 298-6600.
Satisfaction guaranteed. Listen up with what you need. And the music puts you into a trance. You can't resist the hectic sound coming out from all around. Because the risky rhythm is the best.
You've just heard music from The Source. Well, Mark, this is your first showing of the night, and your second showing will be around 12:15, in that you went first. So, how you going to call it against this rough crew from east side of Detroit called MadSound?
Well, hopefully my crowd will keep on calling in, and I will have a wonderful victory tonight.
You're predicting another victory for The Source against MadSound.
Yes, I am.
Well, right now, The Source is holding a slight lead over MadSound, and MadSound had said earlier that they had plans for The Source. Greg from MadSound, what do you feel about that little slight lead that The Source is holding on to right now?
Well, Mo, it's still young. The night is still young. people out there, they're trying to get in, the lines are tied. We still coming up next, and we'll let the people know. And after they hear that, then they will choose for themselves.
So what are you predicting for the first victory?
Well, you know, we let them feel a little geek for itself, you know. They don't get a couple points in, but at the end of the show, then everybody know.
What's going to happen at the end of the show?
You know, Mo, we going to win. Mad Sounds. The crowd know. Mad is in town.
Mad is in town.
Mad is in town.
You want to say anything to your supporters out there?
Excuse me?
You want to say anything to your supporters out there?
Yes, I just like to say that thanks for what you're trying to do out there, and I just hope that you're listening and trying to do the best you can on getting in on the lines. And keep trying. Please keep trying.
The voting lines will be open until 11 o'clock. Mark, you want to say anything to your supporters?
Just keep those calls coming in because I'm going to need them.
The voting lines will be open until 11 o'clock at 298-6600. You're listening to the music of MadSound and The Source. Too hot DJ and DJ organizations on the streets of the Motor City. And right now, they're at war. It's the battle of the DJs. Based on the mixes you have heard and the ones that you're about to hear, how do you rate these mixes? Well, you can show your support by calling in, giving a vote to The Source or MadSound at 298-6600. We'll be back with MadSound right after these words. We're about to present MadSound making their first appearance of the night. And this is the playoff for DJ of the Week. The DJ of the Week will have his chance, or their chances, spin on the show for the next week and bust a 30-minute mix every night for a week, leading to the final confrontation for DJ of the Month. Any hesitation you hear in the vocal presentation of the show is strictly unintentional. We insisted on it being live. Had it been a tape, I would have spliced it out. But there's one thing we can't splice out, and that is the tension that's in the air right now. It might make anyone hesitate a little bit vocally, because these guys are serious, dead serious. It's Jesse the Buddy for MadSound. What are you predicting for MadSound tonight? Well, as you know right now, The Source is leading the way. Do you expect that trend to continue? And if it does, what are you going to do to stop it?
Well, right now, Mo, you know, we down by a few, but that's all right. You know, we know all those supporters out there for Mad Sounds, from Kettering High, Denby, King. Hey, we're going to get them votes in, and we're going to make another comeback, and it's going to be strong.
Well, as you know, in your battle last Saturday night with Ray J, you were down a little bit during the first battle, and then midnight, you came back from out of nowhere. Are you predicting the same type of occurrence tonight?
Not tonight. I feel that, I say, about right now, we're going to come back. We're not going to wait till late this time, right after this hookup.
You want to say one last word to your supporters before we move on to The Source?
Yeah. Hey, everybody, let's keep these phones ringing, you know, vote for Mad Sounds, because we are the hottest. Mad Sounds is in town. And, you know, let's keep these phones ringing, and we can, you know, keep going. And we're going to be on here every night for 15 minutes, rocking with Mojo. And special hello to those mad dancers. Let's get them calls in, fellas.
Mark Dumas. Well, as you heard, they have also claimed a victory for tonight. What do you have coming up at midnight that's going to be so shocking that will turn the beat around should they gain any momentum during this first hour?
Well, coming up at midnight, the blend and the scratching and cuts is going to be so hot, it's going to blow their needles off their tables.
Whew. With that, we'll ask MadSound to count it off.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We're up to see the wizard.
Wait, hey, man, y'all flick it to 96, man. MadSound's kicking tonight.
Watch where you walk, cause the sidewalks talk, and you can't keep a secret from the ground beneath you. Step very lightly.
Voting lines are open now at 298-6600. Will it be the Mad Sound from the east side of Detroit? Or will it be the Source from the west side of Detroit? At 298-6600, the east meets the west. Voting lines open now, 298-6600. You're listening to Mad Sound. Coming up at midnight, you'll hear the Source one more time and then Mad Sound. The east meets the west. The Source, a Mad Sound, 298-6600. This late word just in, Mad Sounds, and the Source are running about neck and neck. Mad Sounds may have gotten a slight edge over the Source. We'll keep you informed. Mad Sound has just caught up with the Source, and they might be holding from a 5 to a 10 vote edge over the Source at this time. The voting lines are open now. 298-6600. Will it be the Source who came on most powerfully last night, or will it be Mad Sound? 298-6600. Just heard Mad Sound. The voting lines will be open for another 10 minutes. Mad Sound has made a very impressive comeback. They're now leading with approximately 15 to 25 votes. So how do you guys feel about that? You said it would come this hour. You said you wouldn't wait till midnight. It appears that you've gotten that lead that you were looking for. How do you feel about that?
Well, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. This is the Disco Grad. And all you Mad fans out there that's listening to the show tonight, keep calling in and give us your support. Because we'll give you all your ours. All you Mad dancers, hey, Denby, King, all of you, call in.
Mark Dumas, so how do you feel?
Like I said, I still feel great.
The Mad Sound crew appears to be, they closed in on your lead that you had earlier, and they are now in a leadership position. Will you be able to make that comeback at midnight?
Oh, I'm not even worried about it because, the West Side going to come alive, and they are going to vote for the Source.
The West Side will vote for the Source?
The West Side will vote for the Source.
Well, who's the East Side going to vote for?
Well, it's not a matter of East and West. See, because the Source might just rock the West, but see, we Mad Sounds rock North, East, West, and the South Side. We rocking all over Michigan. It's not just East, and not just West. It's all over Michigan.
What are you going to do at midnight?
Midnight, we're going to fire it up some more for you, Mo.
Exactly at midnight? You're going to fire it up?
Yeah, and it just so happened that me, myself, the Disco Grey, I stay on the West Side, 7 Mile and Schaefer area. And I just let know Donnell and all the fellas out there on the shore, hey, keep calling in, man.
What are you going to do at midnight? We're talking with the Source now.
Oh, I'm going to kick it live. It's going to get real hot.
At midnight?
At midnight.
On the MFA. On the new Power 96. The second showdown between the Source and Mad Sound. This is the playoff. The battle for Disc Jockey of the Week. Whomever wins, they'll be on the show for the next 7 nights. On the new Power 96 FM. We wish you the best. Voting line's open now. You have about 7 minutes to call in. 298-6600.
Ladies and gentlemen, March 20th and 21st. When you hear Lou at the Premier Center, you've heard it all. Call 264-1111 for your great seats now. Also coming April 25th, Lola Falana, a Spectrum promotion.
Coming up at 11:30, it's Lover's Lane. Coming up right after this break, you'll hear something new from Model 500. It's called The Sound of Stereo. New from Model 500, next on the new Power 96 FM.
You buy a professionally maintained low-mileage, late-model automobile, always budget-priced. All cars have a 4-year, 100,000-mile service agreement available, so shop budget this Wednesday through Saturday, open 9 to 9.
You're listening to the Battle of the DJs. Now you have your chance to vote for the DJ of your choice. Will it be The Source, or will it be MadSound? The Battle of the DJs. To vote, dial 298-6600. You've heard both mixes. They'll be back at midnight. The new Model 500 is coming up next. Power 96 FM. The score from the first hour. This is going to be incredible. It's going to blow you away. The Source, 681. MadSound, 631. The next battle is coming up at midnight. At midnight, the phone lines will open promptly. Be on those lines for the Battle of the DJs. Will it be The Source? Or will it be MadSound?
Computer music.
In the Battle of the DJs. In the first battle, The Source, 681. MadSound, 631. The next battle will begin at midnight with 2 fresh mixes from The Source and MadSound. At midnight, be on those lines, 298-6600.
Allen Park, Westland, and Berkeley.
The new Power 96 FM and the Battle of the DJs, live inside the MixerDome. The Source is taking on MadSound. The Source from the west side of Detroit. MadSound from the east side of Detroit. The first score, MadSound, 631. The Source maintaining his power at 681. Will MadSound, just like the Dragon last night, will MadSound feel the force of the Source? Or will they be able to make a comeback like they did last Saturday night against DJ Ray J from Rochester? There's only one way to find out, and that is to stick around. Stick around for MadSound and The Source at midnight. And at midnight, we want you to open those lines up and dial 298-6600 like you've never done it before. Because we got a feeling that midnight is going to be just too hot. Can you imagine? In 1 hour, over 1,200 votes? Well, you can make it 1,300 votes. In 1 hour, 1,300 votes? Unprecedented. Well, at midnight, it's going to be wilder than that. Lover's Lane is coming up next. Welcome to Lover's Lane. That's kind of funny, you know, when you meet somebody for the first time, you go through the normal routine, like, you know, what's your name? And then, if the receptionist is cool enough, what's your number? And if the first call kind of clicks, it's call number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. Then, would you like to go to a movie? Would you like to go to dinner or something like that? Then there's dinner number 1, dinner number 2, movie number 1, movie number 2, number 3, number 4. You know, first, you know, you both say, well, you know, I'm not interested in anything, serious. I'm just chilling right now, just hanging out for a friend. And the two of you become friends. And, there's some magic about the friendship. Can't quite describe it, put your finger on it. But it's just cool being friends. And you both swear to each other, you know, nothing serious is on your minds. Nothing at all. Spend a lot of time talking about her old boyfriend, and she spends a lot of time talking about your old girlfriend. Have you ever done anything like that and you got to be real good friends? And then, you know, like when she had a problem or something like that, she could call you up and talk to you about it, kick it around with you. Then, you know, you had your little problems, you talked to each other. You even had times when you cried on each other's shoulders. Have you ever done anything like that? And then, one day, when you least expect it, the magic question is popped. A feeling is brewing that cannot be stopped. You look in her eyes and you kind of know what she's going to say. But just act like you don't know and try to play it off.
What would you think?
The new Power 96 FM. Send hello to Pam, Maestro, Teresa and Mark, Audio Tech and Source, and all of their fans and supporters. And to the MadSound crew. All of the fine women in the Madhouse. Johnny to Mary, Sherilyn to Chris, Angel from Leon, Monique from Jesse, Kim from Tracy, to Anthony from Cookie, and to Sharon. There is something in the air tonight. It's a war between two of the hottest DJs in the metro. Get with us at midnight. 298-6600. We'll open those voting lines up again. The Source 681, MadSound 631. New Power 96 FM. It's Electrifying Mojo. Saving all my love for you with Whitney Houston. In just a few minutes, MadSound and the Source will be at war. MadSound is coming from behind, coming in from the cold. The Source is leading by 50 votes going into the midnight hour. Will he be able to maintain that lead? Or will MadSound be able to do what they did last Saturday night? Will they be able to make an overpowering comeback? We'll find out in less than 60 minutes. It's time now for the MFA, the Midnight Funk Association. Starring MadSound and the Source. If you're in your car now, we'd like for you to show your participation by honking your horn, flashing your lights. If you're in water, on a waterbed, make it dance, make it splash, make waves. If you're in bed, we want you to dance on your back, on your side, on your stomach, on your knees, on your head. Do some aerobics. Get close to the telephone, because your telephone will help you determine which of your friends will be the jocks of the week. Will it be MadSound, Disco Greg, Disco Leon, or Jesse the Body? And someone said they were going to change their name. Well, now they say it might be known as Mad Greg, Mad Leon, and Mad Jesse the Body, the crew from MadSound. The Source has the force with him right now. Will the Source please step forward and get ready to bust this mix? How are you? What's going to happen right now?
Well, Detroit is about to experience the Source live.
What is the Source going to do? Will the Source be able to maintain the lead of a MadSound?
Yes, he will. I will be able to maintain this lead as long as my supporters keep on calling and keep the phones lit up.
MadSound, step forward. This is Jesse the Body with his big Adidas tracksuit on. Just stepped up to the microphone like he's ready to rock on the wheels of steel. The Source has given his prediction. He says it's going to be his war, his battle. It's going to be his night. It's going to be his victory. Will it?
No, it's not going to be his victory tonight, Mo. It's all about going to be MadSound's victory.
You want to say anything to your supporters out there?
Yeah, I'd like to say hello to a few people.
You want to say anything? You want to tell your supporters to call you up, though?
Oh, yeah, all supporters for Mad Sounds. You know we throwing down. So, call in. Let's get these phones lit up. We down a few points. Hey, let's light it back up.
Yeah, let's get on the phones right now for the crew, Mad Sound and The Source. The Source, step forward, please. You want to say anything to your supporters?
It's like right now, I'd like to call out all my supporters, all my friends, Vanguard over there in McKenzie, because you will be hearing from me soon.
Mad Sound, it's your time to rock on the wheels of steel. Count it off.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For you, Detroit.
Okay, chaps, take it from the top.
Hit it! One, two, one, two, three.
The battle of the DJs is on right now. Will it be Mad Sound or The Source? You're now listening to Mad Sound. The Source will be coming up next. To vote, dial 298-6600. Voting lines open now. Should you get a busy signal, please call right back. East meets West. The Source is turning out to be a tough customer tonight. He maintains his lead over Mad Sound. Even in the fury of the funk on the wheels of steel, The Source remains resourceful. The force is still with The Source. Mad Sound, what are you going to do about this Source? He's tough.
Well, right now, we want to, let everybody out there know, they got to get these calls in. We want a repeat of, Saturday night. So if we can make this comeback between now and 10 minutes to 1, like I said before, Mad Sounds will party in Detroit. And, it's been a little rumor saying we just partying for the east side. Hey, we're going for east and west.
You want to say hello to a few people out there?
Oh, yeah. I'd like to say hello to my boy, Freaky Floyd. He's sitting here tonight checking us out. Rock Hard Nard, Dondi, Touche, my mother, my grandmother, Nika, Monique, Mion, Piccolo, the Bryant family, Callie, Sharon, Gwen, Alex, Terry, Laura, Brian, Barbara, Lateef, Warren and Karen, the Royals baseball team, Larry Shoulders, Stacy and Dee Dee, Michelle, Keisha, everybody at King High, Denby High, Kettering High, Mumford, Highland Park, Pershing, Henry Ford, and my cousin Kenyatta. And we're rocking it for Southfield and the HBO crew.
Mark, you had promised to maintain your lead 10 o'clock hour, which you did. And so far, you've maintained that lead throughout the first 21 minutes of the midnight hour. Will you be able to hold on to it?
Guess I will. As a matter of fact, half of my calls are going to come in within this next mix because they're getting off work and the word is out.
You want to say hello to a few people?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to say hello to my mother. I love you a lot. My father for helping me out. Miss Osteen, thanks a lot. And Aunt Terry. Tish, I love you. And her husband, John. Be cool, all right? To my sister, Doreen, Regina, you're the most. You gave me a lot of calls last night. And her sister, Lovey. To Tone, Antoinette, Booby, Will, Choo-Choo, Devin, that's my boy, and Darren. He's cool, too. I'd like to say hello to Boogie B and Vicious V, the turntable technicians. They're giving us a lot of support out there in Southwest Detroit. I'd like to say hello to Norma, Myron, Jerome, to the Transmet boys, Fifi, Wanda, Debbie, stay sweet, okay? And to all of her friends. I'd like to say hello to Leandre, and that should just about wrap it up for now.
Mad Sound may be in a bit of trouble right now. Maybe for the first time. Well, they were in trouble last week with Ray J of Rochester. During the midnight hour, they managed to come back and pull it off by 3 votes. Maybe that situation would develop tonight. I don't know, and the Source doesn't think so. Well, the number to call is 298-6600, and it's time now for the Source to count it down. You can count it down, and we're getting ready to rock.
Okay, right now I want all of Detroit to count it down with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Okay, chaps, take it from the top.
The Source, or Mad Sound, 298-6600. You're now listening to The Source on the new Power 96 FM. Will it be The Source or Mad Sound, 298-6600? The battle of the DJs continues. The battle between The Source and Mad Sound. 298-6600. The voter lines are open now. The voting is intense. We don't have an official score yet, but it appears that The Source is hanging on to his lead. Is Mad Sound ready to concede, or are you still holding out hope that maybe for the next 9 minutes, all of the votes will be for Mad Sound? It would almost take a 9-minute rush exclusively for Mad Sound in order for you to stop the force of The Source. Is that a possibility, Greg?
Oh, yes, it's very possible.
What would you say at a time like this to people that you've relied on all night to keep those phone lines busy?
Well, I still have confidence in them, that they're listening to us and giving us their full support out there.
You want to say anything to them right now?
Yes, I just like to say.
It would be in order.
Just like to say, hey, keep calling in, keep calling.
The Source is in the corner. Will the force of The Source step forward? Do you have a victory right now?
Yes, I think I have a victory right now, because this is a very intense moment, and all my supporters, they're giving it all they got to get through on those lines and giving me a call.
Jesse the Body? What's up?
It's looking kind of tight right now, Mo. Kind of tight.
Well, last week you were holding out for a miracle, and you got it by 3 votes against Ray J. You think that miracle will be repeated?
It can. It's a good possibility. It can.
Are you conceding at this time?
Yes. Hey, all I'm hoping for is, all the Mad Sounds, supporters, ring the phones for the next 8 or 9 minutes, and see if we can, get through.
Leon?
I'm hoping the same thing. Hope somebody else to call in, some of our other fans out there.
It's kind of tight for Mad Sound right now.
Yeah, I see.
You want to ask me any questions?
Nah, I ain't got no question.
Well, I'd just like to say hello to Peaches out there and her crew and Pat. Hey, y'all come on in, tout these phones, and let's get going.
Let's move over now to The Source. You want to say anything to your supporters right now before we go into this record that will take us past the cutoff time for the votes? It's about 5 minutes left.
Right now, I'd just like to say to everyone who's called in for me, thanks a lot. This is a great deed you're doing for me, and just keep it coming, because it's going to be live in 1987 with Audiotech Productions.
The Source on the new Power 96 FM. The force is still with him so far. We have about 5 minutes left to see whether or not he can maintain his awesome lead over Mad Sound. This is Power 96, WHYT Detroit. Mad Sound appears to be making a comeback, but I don't know if it'll be enough to upset The Source. but it could be interesting enough to be kind of tight. MadSound is making a slight comeback right now. Will it be enough to upset the source? They have about 3 minutes left. It would almost have to be exclusively all MadSound in order for it to make a big difference. The source is now standing by the window, looking at the window at the votes that are now being taken by our canvassers. Is that a sign of worry? MadSound appears to be making somewhat of a comeback. I don't know if it's enough to upset the source. The source does not appear to be worried at this time. However, MadSound is getting all geeked up about this very heavy resurgence of votes. We have yet to see what the outcome is going to be like. However, it is now 12:50, so it means that the voting lines are now closed, and the votes will be tallied. We'll have the results for you at least by 1 o'clock or 1:05 at the latest. Once again, the battle is between the source, who led on the first round with 681, MadSound 631. We don't know if the source pulled it off yet, but it appears that he may have pulled it off. Keep listening to the new Power 96 and we'll give you the update. This is WHYT Detroit. The new Power 96 FM, and we're still waiting for the final score. All we can tell you is it's going to be tight. It's going to be kind of tight. It's going to be tight for somebody. I don't know just who yet. But I have my ideas. But I don't want to speculate publicly. The new Model 500. But at any rate, you can always enter and re-enter. 2 jocks enter, 1 jock leaves. 2 jocks enter, 1 jock leaves. The MixerDome. It's Model 500 sound of stereo. How's yours? The final score of MixerDome, number 6. Sorry to keep you hanging on. Exactly 23 minutes ago, MadSound conceded defeat. Well, not exactly. They said, how did we get back in this? And I said, what do you mean? And they explained. They said, well, can we re-enter? I said, yeah, why not? Because this contest is going to go on and on and on and on and on and on. As long as there are DJs and needles and turntables, and as long as there's a need, because we really don't have any losers, we only have winners. Because everyone who's left, everyone who's been on, like Wild Man, Willie Banks, DJ Zap, The Magician, Robert Jackson, Joe Boyer, The Magician, Eric King, Ray J. And if I missed anybody, God bless you. But everyone who's been on, they've been telling me that the response has been awesome. I think they could go anywhere, and like Paul Billings, the Dragon, they could put their name on a flyer and they could rock a party. And the whole purpose of this anyway is it's just a nice way to say hello to some guys out in Metro Power 96 land who've been on their jobs in the basement. We think it's about time you come out of that basement. Come all the way up to the new country, the new Power 96 FM, the home for offering jocks. That's not quite that bad. May I have the envelope, please? I can. Thank you, Anna. Wow, where'd you guys get this big envelope from? This is a big one. This is an interdepartmental delivery envelope.
It's the big mix down.
It's the big mix down envelope. Oh, well, thank you. Now, I'll open this big sucker. They have it taped up, too. So we don't want these results to get out. It could be a fight inside the studio. Now, we don't have these kind of guys down here mixing. I don't think so. They always talk about, you know, the rivalry between the east side and the west side. You guys don't look like y'all have a problem, man.
We ain't into that.
So what?
We not into that.
I mean, that's all. I like all you guys, man. You know, this is always a difficult moment for me because, you know, after 2 hours, you get to know these guys, you know, on a personal basis, and, you know, you get to know that they're real nice guys. But you know that, you know, eventually you got to make somebody unhappy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do want to say this, like, I'm just stalling while I get this open. I have to say something, you know. So, like, as I've said before on many, many occasions, we have no losers, only winners. Oh, there's another.
Oh,
That's
man.
this big envelope, then there's another envelope. I gotta open this one up, man. This is just too crazy. Dirk had a hand in this. Dirk and Anna. And they sealed it up on all sides, so...
Dang.
Glad you didn't say damn.
No, I say dang.
Oh, okay. Don't say damn, say whoa.
Double whoa.
Yeah. Well.
Drum roll.
You want a drum roll?
Drum roll.
That was a tongue roll. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the final score inside the MixerDome, where we have no losers, only winners. 2 jocks enter, 1 jock leaves. 2 jocks enter, 1 jock leaves. 2 jocks enter, 1 jock leaves. The source, 1,130. Incredible. And MadSound did concede defeat earlier. And looking at this vote, I guess you guys made a wise decision. So when do you want to re-enter? You want to re-enter?
Right now.
Are you conceding defeat?
Talk, man, talk. Talk.
Leon? What'd you say?
Nothing, I ain't said nothing. All right, Nick.
MadSound. Step forward. The final score. The source, 1,130. MadSound, 1,136.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Detroit, we gonna rock this
We
week.
gonna rock it. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm looking for.
All right, man.
Hey,
Self-battle.
it's a good show, man. Hey, I like to say something, Mo.
Okay, man.
This is Disco Greg. This is Disco. I just like to say, hey, out of all the mad parties we done gave, all the events, we're gonna throw the biggest bash of all. And I just like to say special hello to all the mad dancers, all the mad crew. Special hello to Peaches, Pat, all the crew. Just everybody. Thanks a lot.
Hey, we got to thank Luke Skywalker because, you know, he boomed on that force. So, hey, MadSound is in town.
Well, the source, please step forward. I know this has to be an unsettling moment for you. You were there, but MadSound managed to beat you to the final stretch. only by 6 votes. These guys have been known to pull out the magic at the last moment. As a matter of fact, I think the MadSound voters, I think they work best in the last 10 minutes.
They do us like that, man.
I mean, they keep these guys waiting. I think they punish these guys.
Parties, man, come at the last minute, man.
Okay, MadSound is here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. MadSound is so well. Let's start counting our losses, and then all of a sudden people start coming through the door. And they raised the price back up to $5. I was just joking. But I know this has to be a tough moment for you, but MadSound managed to pull it off by 6 votes. What do you think about that? Well, first of all, you do have a lot of people to thank, I suppose, so I'll just understand what you think about that. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank everyone who gave me a call, who called down and supported me tonight, because you guys were great. But, they still managed to sneak, 6 votes in on us, and next time we'll try a lot harder, okay?
MadSound, step forward.
Yeah. This disco great, and as I forgot to say, I'd like to say hello to everybody out there at my job at Shanghai Sharapos in West Bloomfield. My mom's, her sister, her family, everybody on 7 Mile LaShore area, 7 Mile Schaefer area in LaShore. Thanks a lot, man.
Well, I have to put up with you guys for a whole week.
It's going to be worth it, Mo, because we're going to rock the house.
For a whole week. And you'll be coming on every night. We'll give you a time period. We'll give you your own show on the new Power 96 for a whole week. And if you're not rocking, don't come knocking. What are you guys going to do for tomorrow night?
I may not go to work, man.
We gonna party.
We go rock.
You're going to be on tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your
We'll
first
be right
mix?
back down here. Right back down here.
MadSound for a whole week on the new Power 96 FM.
Hey, we love y'all.
Thanks, everybody.
You want to thank them one more time?
Thanks, Detroit.
We're going to let you take a few phone calls and let you talk to your supporters, and some phone calls for the Source. You can call the Source or MadSound at 298-6600, and just tell them how you feel about them. I want to congratulate you guys, man. Man, it was tight for you guys for a moment, man. I said, wow, man, these guys...
My heart about to jump out my chest, man. Man, I think it did. I just fought with my heart at here.
Hey, man, I want to say congratulations to you, and you'll be on every night on the new Power 96 with your own show for a week, because you are the first DJs of the week on the new Power 96, and you've made history. And you're the first, and we want to thank you very much. The first battle took place between DJ Zapp and Robert Chandler, the magician. The first jock of the night, first jock of the week, MadSound from the east side of Detroit. They managed to pull it off at the very last moment. It was real close. Want to say something?
Yeah, I'd just like to say congrats, good show to the Source right here, man. Good show, man.
The Source and MadSound are now shaking hands in the studio. Of course, there has to be a little gloom in the air, but there's also a lot of jubilation. I want to say congratulations to you both, to the Source and to MadSound, because you rocked the new Power 96 last night. And you'll be rocking for the next week. We look forward to having you here.
All right, man.
All right, Mo.
Thank you very much. If you'd like to speak with him, you can call him now at 298-6600.